What's up, Twitter? So, just going to be a little mini raw video, um, just to be transparent, and this is sort of like an accountability video for myself for next year. So, for 2023, we were just getting our profit and loss statement back from our accountant. So, I'll share that with you guys right now. So, let me zoom in really quickly, so just so you guys can see. Profit and loss statement for January, December 2023. So rocky start to the year, but pretty strong finish. So the top is revenue. Get this to focus. So we made 1.5 million revenue and $859,000 in profit. Now, this is, my goal for this year was to make $1 million profit. We didn't hit it just yet. Hit, like I said, $859,000, $873 in profit. And that's actually excluding paying myself. So, obviously I'm on a salary, not paying myself $800,000 in personal income. But my goal was to make $1 million profit with the agency this year. Didn't exactly reach that. Was a bit of a rougher start to the year in terms of customer acquisition and scaling, but last 6 months we've been taking off like a rocket ship. Past 2 months have been so swamped, I've been able, pretty much had to stop client acquisition as we're just focusing on our current client results. And to be real with you guys, what I'm focusing on for 2024 to take the agency to over $1 million profit. The goal for this year is probably around $3 million in revenue, probably around $1.5 million in profit. And the goal to get there is by focusing on the personal brand much further. So one of my bigger goals this year is to finish the year off with about 10,000 YouTube subscribers. I think I'm at like 1.4, 1.45 right now. I've gained like 500 subscribers in the last 30 days, which is almost half of my entire account in the last 30 days. I've been posting on YouTube for nearly 2 years. So that compounding effect is finally starting to take off, and I think I've sort of started to crack the code in terms of YouTube content and what is actually has high searchability, etc. So that's one of my main goals to focus on customer acquisition right now is crank the YouTube side of things, and over the next month, sneak peek, what we're going to be doing is filming some pretty high production video ads to start running pretty aggressively on YouTube and on Facebook. And these are going to be high production, professionally shot ads. I'm going to come up with some pretty funny concepts for the marketing side, just because, again, as we crack into $250,000 plus a month in revenue, the fact that we're not spending any money on advertising right now is an absolute sin. So my goal for this year is to be spending a minimum of $10K a month on ads, and I think that's even a bitch amount, probably closer to $15K a month on ads continuously, and just have that be a consistent expense. And I think, again, just those two things alone, focusing on the personal brand this year and focusing on ads, but not just like, if you own an e-commerce brand and you do 20 grand a month, we have an offer for you. We're focusing on brands that are doing 7, 8, even 9 figures in revenue. They're not going to be clicking on an ad from me in my room, in my bedroom, or in my office, right? So the goal is, again, we're going to be filming some really high production ads to get the agency to over $3 million in revenue this year, over $1.5 million in profit, and really take this into the next level. And eventually, I know I've started to dabble in building a brand in 2023, but my attention just kind of got sidetracked from the agency. Felt really guilty about that, so I moved back into the agency. Once I get a little bit more stability on the agency side and we've hired a little bit more of the right players, then I'm going to start to go back towards building an e-commerce brand, and then B, probably starting to host an e-commerce mastermind for 2024. So keep an eye out for that as well, guys. So hope you enjoyed this video. Again, this is just sort of like a personal accountability video for the end, or for the beginning of next year, to kind of look back on this and say, yes, we smashed our fucking goals. So hope you guys do as well. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys have an amazing year. Let's kick ass.